The term narcissism is a term that basically talks about a person who is self-centered.
All right.
So a person who's selfish, and everything they do for their own benefit.
Okay.
So even when they are kind to you, they are kind to you because there is a payoff for them. We have the grandiose narcissist. Those are the people who have a lot of charisma. Look at me, celebrate me, or I'm the best. They want a lot of accolades and all that. On the other extreme, you have who we call the covert narcissist or the vulnerable narcissist. Is the one who is, oh, poor me, if you leave me, nobody loves me. They victimize themselves a lot. So they are the ones who are in the depressive state. Vulnerable narcissists, they may not have the personality disorder, but they are people pleasers. They never speak about their needs. So they keep giving, they pay the rent, they pay school fees, they buy the food, they do everything. Okay. Vulnerable narcissists are usually introverted. So they are more attracted to women who have energy, who are outgoing and all that. But then they don't realize what attracted you to them. You are attracted to that because you don't have it. And so you wanted this person to come and complete you. And so what happens, it becomes the thorn in your flesh.
Exactly.
So you are constantly triggered to want to control. In the middle is what we call healthy narcissism, which is me knowing myself, accepting who I am, both with my strengths and my weaknesses, and I see myself in a balanced way. I have self-respect, and I have self-empathy, kindness, and I see myself as a person who is a person of worth. I have value. Now, the person in the middle with a balance is the person who knows they have intrinsic worth and they have self-respect, and you don't go to the extreme of being grandiose. Then you will treat people the same way.
Exactly.
You will value people. You will be kind to them. You will be compassionate to them, because we can only give people authentically what is within us. The way I treat another person is very much the way that I see myself. So I project. So when I'm telling somebody, you cannot do that, you cannot be with so-and-so, you cannot, I am doing that because within me there is a lot of insecurity. The moment the person who is close to me, they are not singing my music and walking my path, I go into distress, crisis, panic mode. And then I do things that hurt the people that I say I love most. And then afterwards, I come back to say, I'm sorry, I don't know what got into me, because I am sick myself. And I am making everybody sick like me. There is also now what we call narcissistic personality disorder. That now is a person who is diagnosable.
What is the cause of narcissism?
Deep-seated fear of abandonment. A deep belief that there is something wrong with me. If people find out who I am, they will not accept me.
Okay.
So I have to use force, control, manipulation to be able to keep people around. For the people who practice narcissistic tendencies and behaviors and belief systems, they are not aware. It looks normal for them. So you who is experiencing that, you need to identify that very early in a relationship so that you start setting boundaries. There are those who do not have the personality, but they do have the traits. Where does it come from? Neglect, intense abuse, and it has something to do with your childhood. Because your first 10 years of life, you are socialized how you're going to face the world. So what you want to do, if you have narcissistic tendencies, where you are afraid to accept your mistakes, you are afraid to accept that other people can make mistakes, you are afraid to give up control. Just remember, you are acting and living with a lot of shame. To get out of this narcissistic space, I need to come into a space of self-compassion, a space where I see myself with both my weaknesses and my strengths, and I combine them so that I can find a place of growth. You see? So I have a growth mindset. I'm not stuck in the past. If you are constantly afraid of losing the love of your life, and you accuse them a lot, so what you need to do is to fix you and to get out of this space where you are feeling you are being sidelined or whatever it is. So we want to be able to do a journey. It is not a weakness to seek somebody to walk with you and to be able to say, let me sort this through.